Hello again. Yeah, I thought I'd do a further update video because I've sort of finished reconnecting my hi-fi system up in this room. It's the first time it's ever been set up in this room in this house. So the last thing I had to do was to get the CD player and the separate power supply I've got for the CD player, get that all reconnected to the system. I've managed to get that done and everything's up and running. So I just thought I'd show the room as it stands. I mean, the hi-fi system you can see now is over in that corner there. So that consists of my Lin Sonic LP12 turntable, which has been quite modified quite a bit over the years. I've got the other source is a CD player. It's a name CD5X, and I've got a flat cap power supply. There's a separate power supply for it. At the heart of the system, I'm using a Heed Obelisk Mark II amplifier, and also the separate Heed Obelisk power supply. So I got that all set up, and yeah, so other components like phono stages and power supplies for phono stages as well, that's all there. I now, you see a table there, and maybe I'll just swing the camera around, and here we go. I'll keep you a moment while I just swing everything around. So that table, the reason for that is I've had a television sitting on that table, and I don't know, I've never been one for having a telly in between the speakers when I'm just purely listening to music. So what I tend to do when I got music on, I disconnect the television and just put it to one side for the moment. I'll find a different place to keep it, but it's only a 32-inch television, so I can just easily lift it and move it out of the way. The other thing which I will look to do is I've got this unit there. It's got a load of pool pottery on it. So there's all blue tack behind the plates and so forth to stop them from rattling, and I don't hear any sort of vibration from them when music is playing. But I'm planning on moving that out to a different part of the property. I have another room that can go in, and that'll free up that space there. So yeah, so that's all happened. There's a bit of a closer look on the setup as it stands. I do have to do some tidying up of the cables and so forth. That's all to be done. You'll notice in the corner there, I have a subwoofer, and I have also a subwoofer over here. Now I'm using two BK subwoofers, and originally I used just the one, and I had one for a very long time and managed to get it integrated, but it did take some time. And over time I thought to myself, well, when funds allow, I would get a second subwoofer and have them set up in stereo mode, and it has made a lot of difference, I think, adding a second sub, simply because, and also the setup is I find a lot easier when you got two subwoofers. A lot easier to get integrated. I've got them connected at high level, which is the best way of doing it, I believe. And it's since I've actually got it into the room, yes, it's taken some time to get it all configured, but it has been. I'm happy with how things are going. Now, I am trying a different pair of speakers at the moment, and I'll do a separate video about that, just to go through the process. So I managed to acquire another set of speakers, which I'm going to use short term and to see how things are, and then might use them as long term. But this isn't a very big room, you see, so and I'm quite very happy with what I'm hearing so far. But the other things I'm going to do here, oh yeah, I'll get the rug replaced. I think I need a bigger one. This isn't big enough. I just want to get it a bigger rug, and this one's been down for many years, so that's got to be replaced. So I think the next steps are I will get this moved out. I've got 3 chairs in the room at the moment, so I've got plenty of like soft furnishings. In this room, I'm not finding any kind of boominess or any reverb at all. Seems to work quite well, especially considering I've got one window there, and I've also got one window to the side. So I am hoping also to replace the windows. I've been in this house for quite a long time, and I'm looking to try and get them replaced at some point. I'm in the process of actually going to put some music on, so I took one grill off the speaker. I'm just going to take the grill off this one while I'm at it. And when I come to, I'll do another separate video regarding these speakers when the time comes. But yeah, so that's basically where I am at the moment. I think that table will go as well, perhaps at some point, and I'll just have free space between the speakers. I don't know, I just find, and I've tried my setup in different rooms in this house, and in one room I had my full rack in between the speakers. I just find that when there's nothing between the speakers, to my ears anyway, it certainly helps with the stereo image. And with my amplifier that I'm using, one of the characteristics I've found with it is that the sound stage is very good. And the way it works with these speakers is it does help this kind of the speakers then disappear. So I'm thinking of like the space then in front of me where the music and the performers are singing, and it gives a very realistic sort of sound stage. There's a lot of depth, so the music is coming from like way behind really, as well as slightly forward on times, as well as there's obviously I'm also finding with this amplifier that I'm using, and certainly with these speakers, I'm finding a lot of width as well. So it's very good, and I really have found, especially on a lot of recordings, like for instance jazz recordings and so forth, that I might hear a saxophone and it might be coming from just behind the speaker, not actually from the speaker. So I really like that. I think it's very effective and really realistic. But there we are. So what I'll do, I will do a couple of videos soon. Once I've got these speakers, I've only had them under a week, and I have used them quite a lot, and I've been very happy with the way it's blended in and matched the rest of my system with the performance the speakers are producing. So that's another video that will come, and perhaps I'll do another one then as well, once I will sort of get that moved out, and let's see how the sound changes in this room. So in the meantime, yeah, thanks again for watching the video, and bye bye for now.